What if I told you that one AI model, a single model, just found thousands of zero-day vulnerabilities in Windows, macOS, Linux, every major web browser, and basically every piece of critical software you use every single day? And then the company that built it said, yeah, this is too dangerous, we're not releasing it. That's not a movie pitch. That happened 5 days ago. Anthropic just launched something called Project Glasswing, and the cybersecurity world is losing its mind. On April 7th, Anthropic quietly rolled out Project Glasswing, an invitation-only program giving around 50 tech organizations access to their newest model, Claude Mythos preview. Now, Claude Mythos isn't your normal chatbot. This thing reportedly has around 10 trillion parameters. For context, GPT-4 was estimated at around 1 to 2 trillion. Claude Opus sits somewhere below that. 10 trillion is a completely different animal. But the wild part isn't the size. It's what they pointed it at. Anthropic gave Mythos one job: find vulnerabilities, break things. Look at every line of code in every major operating system, every major browser, every piece of widely deployed software, and find the bugs that humans missed. And it didn't just find a few, it found thousands across every major OS, across Chrome, Firefox, Safari, across software that billions of people use every single day. Some of these bugs had been hiding for decades. Serious, here's where it gets genuinely unsettling. One of the vulnerabilities Mythos discovered was a 27-year-old bug in OpenBSD. OpenBSD, the operating system that's famous for being the most security-hardened OS on the planet. Their entire marketing pitch is only 2 remote holes in the default install in a heck of a long time. And Mythos found a bug that had been sitting there since 1999. It also found a 17-year-old remote code execution vulnerability in FreeBSD. That one got assigned CVE 2.64747, a 17-year-old RCE. That means for 17 years, someone could have potentially executed arbitrary code on FreeBSD systems, and nobody knew. And these aren't the headline bugs. These are just the ones Anthropic specifically mentioned. The full count is in the thousands, and over 99% of them are still unpatched. Let me say that again. Over 99% of the 0 days this AI discovered have not been fixed yet. Anthropic says they're doing coordinated disclosure, working with vendors to get patches out before the details go public. But the sheer volume means this is going to take months, maybe longer. So here's the obvious question. If this thing is so good at finding bugs, why not give it to everyone? Let every security researcher in the world use it. You'd fix everything faster, right? Anthropic's answer is basically absolutely not. NBC News ran a piece titled, "Why Anthropic Won't Release Its Most Powerful AI Model to the Public." And the reasoning is straightforward but terrifying. If Mythos can find thousands of 0 days in every major piece of software, and over 99% of those are still unpatched, then releasing the model publicly would be handing attackers a loaded weapon. Before a single patch ships, every script kiddie on the planet could point this thing at any target and get a 0-day exploit in minutes. That's not theoretical. That's the actual risk assessment. So right now, Glasswing is invitation only. About 50 organizations got access, along with over $100 million in usage credits. These are defensive cybersecurity teams, the people whose job it is to find and fix bugs, not exploit them. And even with that restricted access, the security community is nervous. Simon Willison, one of the most respected voices in the AI-adjacent tech world, wrote a detailed breakdown on his blog. Serious. The consensus is clear. This is a capability that fundamentally changes the game. Here's the part that should worry you. Days after Glasswing launched, OpenAI announced they're building their own cybersecurity AI. They have a program called Trusted Access for Cyber, launched back in February with $10 million in API credits, and now they're fast-tracking a specialized model to compete directly with Claude Mythos. So now we have an AI cybersecurity arms race. Anthropic has the first mover advantage, but OpenAI is racing to catch up.